Well, y'all, the king has returned. And no, I'm not talking about your intrepid host, Red Strider. Welcome back to Norman Nerdum, by the way. I am talking about the undisputed king of comic books, Eric July, founder of the Rippaverse. And he achieved two very, very important milestones today. Number one, his website didn't crash. And number two, a very successful campaign of Alphacore number one, written by none other, can't believe I'm saying this, than the one and only Chuck freaking Dixon, the man who broke Batman. The creator of Bane himself is writing this book. How cool is that? So I gotta say, I was really, really excited. I've been looking forward to this all weekend, and so pretty much on my pretty much on my phone, I'm just pressing refresh for this website. But you know what's great? I did that twice before I realized, oh, I don't actually need to do that, because Eric July is one of those people who, and his entire team, I'm going to give them credit. So when I say Eric July, I mean Eric July and his team. But they managed to learn from their mistakes. They managed to actually take lessons that they found out the hard way from previous attempts, previous failures, and they learn from them. And they make sure that those mistakes are not made again. Imagine that. If only the big two, Marvel and DC, would take similar notes. But they won't, because they're idiots. But here we are, Alphacore number one, and as of I don't actually have the number in front of me, but as of at least 3 p.m. today, it reached $583,000 in sales. More than $500,000. 5 hours it took to get more than $500,000 in sales. Now these are not pre-sales. This is not crowdfunding. All the books are in the warehouse right now waiting on fulfillment. And Eric and his team did that for ISON number one. They did that for number two. They have everything already pre-planned out, and you can buy whatever you want. Now I chose variant cover C for Alphacore number one because I thought the art was just too cool. It's just too cool to pass up. And you can go take a look at it on his website, and I've linked it below. Unfortunately, C is sold out. It was a special cover. It will not be reprinted. I'm so glad I got my hands on it. And this is something I am kind of glad to. I was glad to actually splurge a little bit. I treated myself. I splurged a little bit and got the more expensive version because it was more special. I mean, how cool is this? The guy who broke Batman is writing a book about a team of superhero cops. I'm excited. I'm really excited. This is going to be so great. But of course, the detractors have come along and tried to steal our thunder. And you know what's great? I spent a good 3 hours today just basking in the glow of all this, refreshing Twitter, just looking at the responses, looking at how everybody's so excited for this campaign, so excited for this new book and for what it's going to be, and especially with Chuck Dixon behind it, it's going to be so cool. I almost forgot the detractors existed. And I'm going to continue to. Because, again, every single time you idiots rear your ugly head, we can see you. We can see the sludge being pumped through your veins like the disgusting, nasty monsters you are. We can see the ballistic gel pouring down your face because you are just so out of shape and so disgusting. The hatred and the nastiness that is in your heart literally leaks out of you like the putrid slime that you are. And I want to be clear, not people, but the way that you act on Twitter. That's how I see you. You're just that sad. Eric July is now the new disputed king of comics. Cope and seethe. That 583,000, no doubt that was at 3 p.m. It's been a few hours. It's probably gone up. And as the days go by, it's going to keep going and going and going and going, and there's nothing you can do about it. So here's the thing. We're going to keep being excited for our books. We're going to keep buying our books because we have the income to do so, because we work for a living, and we're not broke morons who think that the world should give us everything that we ever want. No, we value our money, which is why it should tell you something whenever we're willing to drop, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80. I've seen a couple of people drop like $250 on some comic book collections because we believe in the vision. Imagine that. A group of people who have absolutely no interest in the writer's political beliefs. All we want is some good stories, some good comic books, some good escapism, some decent writing that doesn't make us want to throw ourselves off a bridge and make us hate our lives, and some good illustrations to look at. And I was rather critical of ISOM number 2 because I was expecting it to be like the masterpieces that I've read. It's not going to be it's not going to be another Watchmen or V for Vendetta or Batman Long Halloween or Batman Nightfall or any of the Daredevil books I've read. It's probably not going to be like that because those are on a whole nother level. Can it get there? Absolutely, I do. Absolutely. And it's going to be good. It's a good time to be a fan, and it's a good time to support the Iron Age. So if you can, get into the queue on the Rippaverse website and pick up your copy. As many as you want, as many as you can. If you can, who cares? Do whatever you want. I only bought one because I only want to own one. I only want to read one. I'm not a big variant collector. But that cover was just too cool to pass up. I decided to treat myself. So treat yourself to what is inevitably going to be a really great comic book. And when it comes out, you bet I'm going to review it. And you bet that a lot of people are probably going to take my review out of context like they did the last one. But you know what? Don't care. Still going to do it because I love this universe. I love what Air July is doing. I love how much it triggers these idiots. But most of all, I just love liking something again and being a fan of something again. So find something like that you enjoy. If it's not Rippaverse, it could be Razor Fist, it could be Shadowversity, it could be anybody. But find an indie creator who knows what he's doing, who knows what his audience wants, and has a clear vision for his creative endeavor. That is probably the hallmark of true authenticity, when you just stick to your vision. And of course, you do have to listen to your fans. If they're telling you this is something that's probably not a great idea, probably should listen to them. But you know what? Even if you don't, if you stick to your creative vision, that's still worth respecting. Anyway, y'all, have a great rest of your night. We'll see you later.